back to another YouTube video. In this video, I am going to talk to you guys about a massive book buy that I did. This 1000% is the biggest purchase I've ever made on some books, and I don't regret it whatsoever. These books are also gonna kind of be my November TBR. In a sense, we'll see how much of these books that I can read in November, hopefully all of them, because I'm so excited. I am gonna start with the standalones. The first book in this haul is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This book is the definition of a rom-com. It has the perfect amount of romance, perfect amount of comedy. It is very lighthearted, very endearing, just very cozy fall read that I highly recommend. If you can't tell by the way that I'm speaking of this book, I have already read it. There was a couple of books that I was waiting on to still reach me for this video. So in the meantime, I read just a couple of these books, just disclaimer. Yeah, so this book follows our main character, Cassie, and she is a Chicago resident. The rent is very high there. She's getting evicted from her previous apartment. She found an ad on Craigslist for a new apartment opportunity, a roommate opportunity. She moves into this apartment with this guy named Frederick J. Fitzwilliams. Basically, just the more that she stays there, the more she uncovers he's a vampire, and figuring out how they're gonna live together like that. And she's kind of assisting him in trying to be more modern. This is just a very cute, very quick, very easy, lighthearted rom-com. The next book that I got for this haul is The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I believe the main character of this book's name is Emily or Amelia, and basically it's kind of like the Groundhog Day trope where you wake up the next morning and it's the same day all over again. I believe on Valentine's Day, her and her boyfriend break up, some other crazy stuff happens, and she basically just has to do the day all over again until she gets it right. Again, a lot similar to My Roommate is a Vampire, kind of just like a palate cleanser rom-com, really easy to read, very lighthearted, low effort. I really loved Lynn Painter's book better than the movies. If y'all watched my reading new authors for the first time video, y'all would have saw me reading better than the movies. I really enjoyed it, and I figured why not pick up Lynn Painter's new installment, her new standalone. All right, time to bring out the anticipated reads. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This is another book that I have already read. This is a historical fiction laced with fantasy, more heavily fantasy based towards the end. You follow the main character, Iris. There's also a dual point of view with another character named Roman. They work for the same newspaper article company. They're kind of rivals. They are battling for the same promotion, but they share typewriters that allow them to communicate from afar. That kind of starts to enhance their relationship. There are creatures, there are gods, there are magical ley lines in this book. This book has my heart. The second book of this series, pre-ordered. Immediately pre-ordered it. Next book, we are switching it up a bit as far as genres. This is the first book of the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now, I don't know too much about this series. I just saw a bunch of people raving about it. It's kind of like a Criminal Minds, but teenagers. There's also some powers involved, I believe. People have like some skills. I'm not too sure, but it seems like a very easy, fun, entertaining read. I just got the first book and I'm super excited to see what it's all about, see what all the rave's about. The next books that I want to talk about that I plan on reading this November is the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy by Stephanie Garber. Now, you're probably wondering, why are you only holding up 2 books, Sarah? Well, the very first book of this series decided to not be available on Amazon, but these 2 were. Not sure how that works, but she's in the mail. I'm supposed to be getting her tomorrow, so we can start this series ASAP. And I'm so very excited. It seems right up my alley. It's like a fantasy subplot of romance, very magical, very Alice in Wonderland. Of course I'm gonna pick it up. The latest installment, A Curse for True Love, just got released. So I figured, well, why not? If a series is going to ruin me emotionally, I would rather have all the books ready so I can just fly through them, right? That makes sense. You best believe the second I have the first book of this series, y'all will be seeing a video of me burning through these because I guarantee you I'm going to absolutely love them. All right, y'all. If y'all haven't had a seat already, I recommend you do for this last one because look at this beaut. I mean, first of all, sprayed edges. Very first book that I have ever owned with sprayed edges. This is Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros. This is the latest installment of the Fourth Wing series. Very, very highly anticipated right now all over social media. It has some pretty big shoes to fill. I'm excited to see if it exceeds my expectations. I plan on starting it today. Honestly, I got it in the mail literally last night. I need to figure out what's going on because the last book had no right to end off the way that it did. I'm ready for more dragons. I'm ready for more romance. I'm ready to meet new characters. I'm ready to fall in love with new characters. We'll just have to see. But yeah, very, very excited. All right, you guys, that concludes my book haul, my November TBR, my most anticipated reads of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time.